Hey, KU fans, welcome back to Morgantown, West Virginia. With Ben Smith, I'm Matt Tate. KU wins it tonight, 58-49, and I mean, really, the only word that comes to mind is a grind.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, there's a lot of other words that probably come to mind.
Classic 2020 Big 12 basketball.
Yeah, 58-49.
That 49 is amazing, though, right? I
Yes.
mean, you're going on the road and holding the team to
49.
below 50. I know West Virginia's not a great offensive team, but I mean, this second game in a row, right? On the road that they've held a team under 50.
Incredible.
Wow.
And that's what it's all about. I mean, this team got hot when it needed to down the stretch. Isaiah Moss hit a couple of big shots. Devon Dotson hit a huge shot. They finished late offensively because for a long time, the low in the Bill Self era in Big 12 basketball for KU is 55. They barely got that, and they won.
Right.
So you can say all you want about their offense and their inability to shoot the ball consistently or whatever, but I really don't think it matters. I mean, like, it might down the road, and he himself said it after the game. You can't win big. You can't win
That's true.
deep. You can't do those types of things if you can't shoot the ball and you can't score. But if you can play this kind of defense, I'm not going to count you out against anybody. And this team is playing that kind of defense. They're loving it, and they're making life miserable for everybody else. I mean, it wasn't just that they closed the game on a 19-5 run or that they held West Virginia to 5 points over the last 9:48 and scoreless for the final 5:07. It was the fact that they did it throughout the game up until that point enough to stay in the game.
That's a good point.
Because they were scoring. They couldn't score.
No.
And Udoka's sitting on the bench. They can't find any offense. They can't make shots, and yet they're not getting blown out. And so as much as it's a big-time thing to finish the game with defense and knock people out by putting that glove on them, I think it's just as important to hang around when you're not scoring because you're still in striking distance. And when they showed they could get the ball to Doak low, he got 2 easy baskets late. And it was because he got great position and they put good passes on him. But then those three-pointers from Moss, the three-pointer from Dotson, I mean, those things, it's just sort of with this team, it feels like a matter of time. You know, let's just hang in there and hang in there and hang in
with
there.
defense.
Right.
Yeah.
And that stuff will show up.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be, 7 triples in a row. It just has to be that one that's key or 1 or 2 that's key. And they found it tonight, and that's who they are. That's their identity, and their defense is unbelievable.
Well, I think they demoralized West Virginia.
Yes.
And there's one guy who deserves credit for that.
Yeah.
Marcus Garrett.
The GOAT.
I mean, like, he was just, I'm just going to take the ball from you every time you come down the court.
I don't care which way you're going to try to dribble. Poke, my ball,
I mean,
not yours.
It's a tight game before that run, and then that run is all about those steals
Yes.
that Marcus Garrett
Yes.
comes away with. I mean, it was incredible.
It looks like comedy. I mean, it
Yeah.
really looks like it's scripted. This
There you
can't
go.
be real. This guy's just taking the ball from them. I mean, it's remarkable. Self pointed it out after the game. A couple of national writers here tonight. He flat out said to them,
Is there a better defender?
"Who's better?"
In the country?
And I think Marcus Garrett deserves a ton of attention and recognition for being the best defensive player in the country. Not just because he can poke the ball away and get a steal when he wants, seemingly sometimes whenever he wants, but because he can guard all 5 positions, because his demeanor never changes, and because he never stops working. He turned it over 6 times tonight. That's not a good game, but he got 5 of them back.
Well, also 5 of them were early. Like down the stretch, he had one
Right.
that I think he kind of wanted to make up for.
For sure.
And that was part of that run. He went on defensively where he was getting 3 steals in a row, and KU was getting steals. And I mean, it was kind of similar to TCU a few days ago when they were getting steals to kind of put that game away. That was a crucial stretch. I mean, those Marcus Garrett steals, I mean, they might as well be like dunks or 3-pointers as far as momentum went tonight, because I mean that was a turning point.
Yeah, that's a great point. This team shot 1 of 9 from 3-point range to open the game, and they finished 4 of 14. They hit 3 down the stretch, and Isaiah Moss hit 2 of them. One was a play that Self called from the bench that they work on all the time. It's sort of a fade screen to the opposite wing or corner, and he ran it perfectly. They ran it perfectly. He was aggressive tonight, especially late, looking to shoot the ball. He missed a couple others that were great looks where he looked like he was going for that heat check or that kill shot. That is what this team needs from him. He shot 3 of 7, but 3 of 5 from 3-point range. You will take that from Isaiah Moss moving forward. The coolest thing to me, though, was this was the second time this year, or this season anyway, that KU has gone with basically the same 5 guys in the second half to beat West Virginia.
That's true.
In the first game, it was the toughest guys back in Lawrence. Schwiebe and Culver beat KU up physically in that first half in Lawrence. And Self wanted to see his guys respond, so he put the 5 toughest guys out there, and they played almost the entire second half, 93% of those minutes, and they did. Tonight, it was all about defense and guys that could score, right? Udoka could always get going. Devon Dotson could get to the rim. Marcus Garrett could get to the rim. Ochai could make a shot. Moss could make a shot. But those guys were so good defensively together. 4 of those guys played all 20 minutes of the second half, including Udoka, which, hands up, who thought that was coming? I mean, 20 minutes in the second half after a foul-plagued first half. Just a terrific showing by all of those guys to dig deep and stick with it and find a way. Again, we've talked about this a lot this season. This game, no way they win it last year, right? No way.
No.
Mentality,
No.
mindset, demeanor, they're not locked in enough to find a way. And that's what this team is, sort of their middle name is find a way.
With defense.
Right.
I mean, it's incredible. I mean, I thought I got to a point where, we know how good this team is defensively. This was as impressive as anything we've seen this season.
I totally agree. I think that last 10 minutes was as good at basketball as they've played at any point this season. For Ben Smith, I'm Matt Tate. KU wins at 58-49. They're still very much in this Big 12 race. It is a 2-team race. Don't listen to what Bill Self tells you. It's Kansas and it's Baylor, and they're playing in just a couple of weeks. Not even a couple of weeks. It's getting close. So a couple of games before that for both of them. But it's going to be a heck of a finish, and this team is still putting it all together. If they ever figure it out on both ends, they're going to be dangerous, and they were tonight for the last 10 minutes. 58-49. Thanks for checking out tonight's KU Sports Extra. We'll see you guys again real soon.